Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and today on this drocky and dreary Saturday we are going to do a bit of moving of cattle, bullocks and bulls, as the title of the video says, trying to contain the bulls. We're going to get to that bit later on, all going well, but first things first, we have to move a lot of bullocks onto this paddock, and we're going to split the paddock. I just went for a drive there just to see there was enough grass in it. It's a bit skimpy on that end of the field, but we're going to be shutting them up this end because the drinker, there's just dirt on this lens, lovely, clean-ish. Anyways, there's more grass this end and the drinker is this end, so we're going to shut them up there. But first things first, we have to call them and get them out this far. Oh, should we check to see the power, what power's in the fence? Yes, that would be a good idea. We'll see what power we have in the fence out here. It is a mains fencer, but there was a problem with the ESB pole supplying it. We don't know what exactly was wrong, but there was no power coming to the fencer, so we had a battery fence up for a while, and you'll see when we get out to the other end, we were okay, but the further we got from where we had the battery fence, the worse. It just got to the stage where they just broke everything down, and we tried containing them then by putting them in one paddock and leaving just one paddock with the battery fence, but they just broke it down. So hopefully now with the mains fence there might be a bit more of a kick in it. But anyways, we'll go see what the fence is like here, and you might just be able to see the cattle through the hedge there. So we'll go see what power we have this end of the fence. Tree. Can you see it there? 3,000. So that's I kind of like more than 3,000. Bollocks. I just pulled the end out of that. Lovely. Now I have to fix that. Great. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. So 3,000. So I might do, just because the cat. Oh fuck yeah! This is start again. So that went. Because I was holding the camera funny, that would film that bit crossways. Anyways, yeah, I broke that. I have to fix that now. Great. Anyways, so as I was saying, 3,000 isn't just enough, and because these cattle are giving trouble, I want to get more power in that fence. So what I'll do is I'll disconnect some of the other fence in that's been powered and just leave that this wire's been powered, and then that should bring enough in that fence to boost that up to maybe a bit more, and then that should do the job. So we'll go sort out the fence first, then we'll move them, then we'll put up our dividing tape, and we should be good at that then. So yeah, we'll get to it. $4,000. So we got an extra, take off my hood, we got an extra 1,000 volts in it. Thought I would have got more in it, but look, it's 1,000 more. So it's just a case the cattle have gone a bad habit now, and we need every bit of power in the fence we can just to try and put manners back on them. So we're ready to let them in now. So wire them back, drive up, let them in, pop up a fence, and we can be on home and see is my father ready to go at other jobs, or whether we can go down the bottoms and see if we can contain the bulls, which are being a bit of a nuisance. Also, I didn't film it, but we are after doing our TB test We come off test today, all clear, all's good, which is great for us, perfect, spot on. We were a bit concerned when we had the lesion, and also 2 of the herds we bought off last year, they both went down with TB after we had bought the calves off them, a month or 2 after, so we were a bit concerned about that, but no problems, all clear. So great job, handy days, Lynn. Also, I hit 19,000 subscribers the other day, which is huge. Whoa, so many people. Huge thanks to everyone, all my new subscribers. Hope you're enjoying the content, hope everyone's enjoying the content. And just something, 20,000 is soon approaching, coming very fast. And the plan is that I've already agreed this with my father. Oh shit, I can't open up this gap now here.
You have to go back to the door. There's a handle on the door back there.
Yeah, right, we have to do this a bit differently. Anyways, so as I was saying, I've already talked to my father about this, but for a 20,000 subscriber special, we are going to do a live Q&A with me and Father Phil. So it'll be done on with the Sunday after we hit 20,000, and at the rate I'm growing at the minute, I would suspect it could be next Sunday. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Whenever I hit 20,000 the following Sunday, if it happens to be on the Sunday that I hit 20,000, it'll be the next Sunday, it'll be done most likely. But that is it anyways, just to let you know, there'll be 20,000 subscriber special live Q&A with Father Phil and I. And no, you won't want to join in. She just likes being in the background or the sides of the videos and have nothing got to do with it. And Bertie loves being in it, don't you, Bertie? Alright, Bertie. Oh, Bertie loves the limelight, don't you? Anyways, so that's it. We'll go move these cattle now. But yeah, heading for 20,000, which is absolutely amazing. But big thanks to everyone for watching. So anyways, I'll stop ranting. Let me go get these cattle. 6! Fine! Fine! You'll have to excuse, it's quite misty at the minute, so there's going to get water on the lens there. I just can't avoid it. But as you can see, they're big bastards, they're everywhere. Just this end of the farm is furthest from the fence, and it's hard to get the power out this far, so we'll bring them back closer. We'll try and get a good sting around them, and hopefully that'll put manners on them. It's all about just getting manners on the cattle, that they remember the big sting they got, the any little tickle will keep them in check. But look, we'll get them moved anyways. So there's 23 out here, so we're going to have to ramble through all the paddocks to gather them up, and then we're just going to have to come up and do another bit of fencing up here to straighten out everything that they've knocked. So there's another 2, the rest must be their side. I see more there. So we round up these wee bastards. Come on! 6! Oh, they would. Did they have to come the wrong side? Oh, one of them days. The Pied Piper in action here. So now we'll have them out where we want them. Next job is to drive them up there and put up the fence. The reason we didn't walk them up there is because as they did with the passes out there, they just started walking under it. They just have no respect for the fence, and I don't want them to pull it down. So we'll go, I just have to put back up these wires here. We'll go pop the fence in the middle. So you can just see there, Liv is in the futile attempt in trying to get pictures for Bertie's Instagram page, which if you want to follow Bertie the Farm Dog on Instagram, there's a link in the description below. So we have what we need there, whoever roll the stuff, and Liv's driving them back down because they want to keep going back the wrong side. And you don't want to look in the back of the Jeep. My sisters and my brother have been doing a bit of, well, when I say fencing, they've been gathering fences, and you just don't want to look in the back of the Jeep. I don't even know where to start. I don't know how we're going to get some of that wire lifted on knotted. Oh, it's a mess. a bit hard doing this one-handed. Wire is going up. Right.
Yeah.
Fence up. And throw my leg across it. They're going to chance it now. See what power is in it at the other end. We want to test that other end. So, Liv is now driving with Bertie as a co-pilot. Right, drive down to the other end there. They'll probably test it before we go now. I'd be surprised if they didn't. I'll put this in the ground. Please be at least 4,000. 3, 4, 5. There's a slight flicker in 5 there, so that's great. That's perfect. That should put manners on them. I bloody hope. Oh Christ. Just give us. We put them in for testing after they knocked the place down, and I put them into a paddock and I just powered that fence, and I had 6,000 in it. They got down. So now look at the posts out there, aren't that great? And this is part of the farm where we were looking, where I was doing the fence and we were letting out cattle. So the wire is bloody enough. So we're going to be on home now and see if we have enough time to go down and see can we curtail the bulls, contain them, because they were a right nuisance when we were trying to put them in for testing, and to have the run of 2 fields of run of nearly 20 acres. We need to get that down, cut it down. One of the reasons we run paddocks, oh, he got a shock. Great job. One of the reasons we run paddocks is building grass. It's the only way to keep good top quality fresh grass in front of your cattle and run high stock levels. And what'll happen now is cattle have 3, 4, 5 days, it depends on how long it takes them to eat that, but while they're eating that, this half of the field is growing. So by the time we take down the fence to let them onto this one, this end of the field is going to have more grass, which is going to mean they're going to get more time out here, which gives us more time to get grass built up on our other paddocks, with the intention that we'll end up paddocks that get strong enough to go for silage, so we'll be able to cut extra silage and stockpile. That's just how we'd like to do it, and it's worked very well for us last year. I want to repeat the same as last year. So yeah, we'll go get out of here and go get to the bulls next.
We're driving one way now.
Yeah, so bulls are way off down here, but when we were putting them back down, they went into a reed bed there, and they spent a good half an hour walking up and down it, trying to get them out. Just could not get them out. So we're out with the cattle now. I can see them, they're all coming this side, which is great. I do not fancy running after them. So they got the wire down just on that side of the bridge, and they're going across the river, so I have to get that stood up, just do a walk around the perimeter, make sure it's all powered. And then normally we power this field, even though it's the farm side of the river, we power it from the fence on the other side of the river. But because the tree that's down up at the gap, which some of you have seen, there's no power coming down here, so we're going to pirate power from this side, so we have to hook a wire across and then see if we have any power. So that's the story. Go get some posts and hammers and stuff, and we'll go pop that fence up, and then we'll do a run round, see that everything's okay, and hopefully they'll come out with a bit of commotion that's here. There's a nice pick of grass for them. There's 60 bulls down here. It'll do them maybe a week, this paddock. Yeah, I'd like to split in two, but there's not much point because there isn't that much on it. When we get them out into the stony field, which they're kind of on and off, we'll start paddocking them up into, we'll probably paddock that field into 3 or 4 depending on how much grass is there and that. But anyways, we'll get to this now. I'll see if I can find what I need. Right, so this is the problem here. This tree is yeah, it's completely off, so we'll just I'll never get dragged into the hedge. We'll have to bring the load and shovel down for that. So we'll just get this, that it's off the wire, get the wire back up. That's why that wire was down, and that's why they are walking across the bank and across the river. It's in a low spot here, so this up the right side of this. Go on, get off it. Go on, get off the wire. Good boy. Now. So now they've all decided to go back out, so we're gonna see can we get them back out, which hopefully isn't too big a job. So you can see there where they're walking down and across, bastards. But yeah, no, they're all across now. We'll see can we get them back across and then put power in this and see have we any power. That's the problem here. No. Oh, the bastards.
Get in the Jeep and drive them back.
Yeah, we can do, yeah. We'll see. We might start off the Jeep and they might come back. Because they're be devils like that. They hear the Jeep and they, from their younger days when we were bringing meal out to them, they hear the Jeep, they think meal and they come running to the Jeep. So we'll try that theory and see does that work. So we're just going to do a lap of the field, see that the fence, how the fence is looking, and hopefully us driving around might make them come back out. It's just started getting right into raining. My father was hoping that it had blow off today, that's what it said in the forecast, and we get that field out there and another field that the house sowed, but that ain't gonna happen, so we're gonna have to leave that off for another day. So we'll just drive around and have a look at that fence. There is a bit of briars in that on it, but once it's not touching the barbed wire under it, there is touching barbed wire there. Right, lovely. We'll go sort this bit out. Yeah, so for whatever reason that is causing that. You can see it there. No why that got caught on that. So we'll just continue that and see. I know some of you will say we should have done this before we put out cattle, but when everything was okay, when you took them in, you just assume everything is okay putting them out. And there generally never is enough time to do these things, particularly the weather being so good. Crops need to be put in so we can try and have an earlier harvest. But anyways, a wet day like this is a good day for getting jobs like this done. So the cattle have decided to come back, which is great. We don't have to go after them. I just hope they all come across. Out there, left the Jeep there, left to call them, so now it's run and get the gate shut and the wire up before they decide they want to go back across. Everybody in, check, everybody's in, gate shut. Even though so now get in there on this side, it's all good. We just got to sup a wire to pirate power from our own bottoms to this bottoms, or just, you know what I mean, go down, hook back on the fence, and then see do we have what power we have out here. I need at least about 3,000 or 4,000 in that fence to stop them going across it. Be interesting, fingers crossed. We have a good buzz on all the fencing out there, but fingers crossed now we can get enough to stop them going through that. So get back to the Jeep and we'll go do that, if they haven't taken apart the Jeep. Get through here now. So I have a wire connected to the other side, so I just have to join it up down there, and then we'll go see what kind of power we can get. So I just gotta do a bit of wire in here now as well to make sure it jumps the gap, and we should be good. Back up here at the gap, I've checked the fence all the way up now. 3,000 was the most I got so far, which isn't too promising, But on a day like today where everything is wet, you generally do find fences do be that bit less, particularly when your fence ends up like that, which is a problem that needs to be solved. But today is not the day for it, so we'll try this here now. See how much we got. Have we anything? 2. Is there anything in 3? Yes. There's a flicker in 3. Have we 4? No, we don't have 4. But we have 3,000, which is a lot more than what we had at the beginning. So I'll just go over and check that bit where they were walking across. Two, 1, 2, 3. We have 3,000 volts, the far side where they were trying to get across, which is, look, I'd like more, but 3,000 is 3,000 more than what was in it before we started. So, yes, more would be preferable. Definitely keep them there if we had 5 or 6, but I suppose time is going to tell. They have grass, so there's going to be no real pressure on them trying to break out, but that would be a dangerous spot because they'll be used to crossing it. So hopefully now, fingers crossed, we have them contained and they stay here, and we can try and get back on top of getting our paddocks and working it like that, because that's how I like to do it. It's just the best way of keeping grass in front of cattle, keeping it fresh, just grass management. Paddocks, it's just the only way to really do it, and do it to the most effective, as effectively as possible. I actually, last year I measured all the grass on the home farm, but I'd love to do it this year, but just with everything that's going on, just not going to have the time. So still we'll work the paddocks, because definitely worked last year. When I haven't done my statistics yet, but the bulls we finished in the spring were at least 20 kilos heavier than the previous year, and that's one of the things that would be contributing to that, keeping the good quality fresh grass ahead of them, which we didn't do the year before. But anyways, that's neither here nor there, so I'm going. That's it for the video. So I suppose I'll let you know in a later video whether we actually succeeded in containing the bulls. But for the rest of the day, we're going at other cattle jobs. We've to set up drinkers where we've another batch of bulls in an out farm where we need to put in a drinker to move them. We've them managed, and there's a few other jobs to be doing. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If any comment, fucking hell, you get a shock off some of these old handles. If any comments, anything like that, as always, hit me down in the comments below. That is it from me. As I said before, heading for 20,000 now, so whenever that does happen the following Sunday, there will be a live Q&A special, and I might also do some giveaways on my merch. I have to see about that, but yeah, that's really it. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed the video. That is it from me. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Check out the description down below for my merch and all of that other stuff that I forget to mention until the very end, and then I have to backtrack on myself. But that's it from me. Good luck.